invented the flying machine?
The flying machine was invented by Wright brothers.
When was the flying machine invented by Wright brothers?
The flying machine was invented in 1903.
When was the flying machine invented by Wright brothers?
Let me get this straight. The flying machine was invented in North Carolina in 1903 by Wright brothers.
That's right. Who invented the radio?
The radio was invented by Guglielmo Marconi.
When was the radio invented by Guglielmo Marconi?
The radio was invented in 1897.
Where was the radio invented by Guglielmo Marconi?
Let me get this right. The radio was invented in Knighton, England in 1897 by Guglielmo Marconi.
That's right. Who invented the telephone?
The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell.
When was the telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell?
The telephone was invented in 1876.
Where was the telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell?
Let me get this straight. The telephone was invented in Salem, Massachusetts in 1876 by Alexander Graham Bell.
That's right. Who invented the light bulb?
The light bulb was invented by Thomas Alva Edison.
When was the light bulb invented by Thomas Alva Edison?
The light bulb was invented in 1879.
Where was the light bulb invented by Thomas Alva Edison?
Let me get this right. The light bulb was invented in Menlo Park, New Jersey, in 1879 by Thomas Alva Edison.
That's right. Who invented the color television?
The color television was invented by Guillermo González Camarena.
When was the color television invented by Guillermo González Camarena?
The color television was invented in 1963.
Where was the color television invented by Guillermo González Camarena?
Let me get this right. The color television was invented in Mexico in 1963 and by Guillermo González Camarena.
That's right.
Who discovered America?
The America was discovered by Cristobal Colón.
When was the America discovered by Cristobal Colón?
The America was discovered in 1492.
Where was the America discovered by Cristobal Colón?
Let me get this straight. The America was discovered in 1492 by Cristobal Colón.
That's right. Who discovered the radioactive element radio?
The radioactive element radio was discovered by the husband Mary and Pierre Curie.
When was the radioactive element radio discovered by the husbands Mary and Pierre Curie?
The radioactive element radio was discovered in 1898.
Where was the radioactive element radio discovered by the husbands Mary and Pierre Curie?
Let me get this right. The radioactive element radio was discovered in France in 1898 by the husband Mary and Pierre Curie.
Correct. Who discovered the gravity force?
The gravity force was discovered by Isaac Newton.
When was the gravity force discovered by Isaac Newton?
The gravity force was discovered in 1687.
Where was the gravity force discovered by Isaac Newton?
Let me get this right. The gravity force was discovered in Worcester, England in 1687 by Isaac Newton.
That's right. Who discovered the penicillin?
The penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming.
When was the penicillin discovered by Alexander Fleming?
The penicillin was discovered in 1988.
Where was the penicillin discovered by Alexander Fleming?
Let me get this right. The penicillin was discovered in London, United Kingdom in 1988 by Alexander Fleming.
That's right. Who discovered the moons of Jupiter?
The moons of Jupiter was discovered by Galileo Galilei.
When was the moons of Jupiter discovered by Galileo Galilei?
The moons of Jupiter was discovered in 1610.
Where was the moons of Jupiter?
When was Justin Bieber baby song released?
The song was released in 2010.
What do the song Baby by Justin Bieber mean?
The song and lyrics relate the spelling of fires, love on the loss, the when fires, a break, and the young age.
What is the name of the girl who participates in the song?
The girl who appears in the song is called Jasmine Villegas.
Is the type of music that Justin Bieber sings correct?
Yes, I am correct. The type of music that Justin Bieber singing in the science in the 2010.
Which song by the group One Direction is classified as the best of all time?
The best is on the day. Group One Direction was called what Mike Just Beautiful.
What was the year it was published?
The discography, the 10th was published on the September 11, 2011.
What does the song mean?
The song tells of some was beautiful, even though she does see the person called the symptoms they don't ways that they understand the wind this part.
What does the song mean?
The song describes a transformation of a person who in reality feels offers on the seal of the booth supervise his whole voice.
What year was the song published?
This album was released in 2013.
What genre does this song belong to?
This song is part of Pop Henry.
What album is the song part of?
This song is part of album Caves Prince.
What genre does this music band perform?
The genre of the music, the band is pop rock.
When was this musical band founded?
The band was founded in the 11, 1904.
Where are the members of this musical band from?
The musical group comes from Los Angeles, California. The song is called "She Will Be Loved."
What do the songs mean?
The song means love of sanity, a fall of state of euphoria is emotional anesthesia.
What year was the song released?
This album was released in 2025. The music genre is sky pop. His real name is Evil Mon the Thief. We was Harry Potter, right?
The Harry Potter book was written in 1909 by the reader Johann Rowling.
How many sagas does the Harry Potter book have?
The Harry Potter book has 8 sagas in total.
What is this Harry Potter book about?
It's about a boy named Harry Potter who finds out on his birthday that he's the son of 2 renowned wizards. When he finds out, he enters a magic academy where he meets 2 friends who accompany him on his adventure, debating the truth of his past and the murder of biological parents.
Which of book in the Harry Potter saga is most popular?
The most popular book in the Harry Potter saga is the Half-Blood Prince, the 6th novel in the saga.
When was Alice in the Warden, right?
The book Alice in Wonderland was written in 865 by the reader is Lewis Carroll.
We was the of Alice Underworld, the of cinema.
The book was adapted to film in 951 in the United States.
What life Henry's event in the book is Alice in the World.
The genre is fantasy literature.
What is nice are the lies in the world about?
The adventures of a girl named Alice who enters a wonderful world inhabited by fantasy characters full of puns and absurd humor.
We was Romeo and Juliet, right?
The book of Romeo and Juliet was written in 1597 by William Shakespeare.
We was the book of Romeo and Juliet adapted of the cinema.
The book was adapted to film in 1968 in Italy and England.
The white lights is in Romeo and Juliet.
The genre in the book Romeo and Juliet is drama, romance, and tragedy.
What is Romeo and the Love about?
The tells a story of two young people who, despite the opposition to their rival family members, decided to marry legally and live together. However, the pressure of tough rivalry and a series of fatalities led the couple to choose suicide rather than life apart.
Who wrote in the Chronics of Narnia?
The Chronicles of Narnia were written by Cliff Staples between 1915 and 1956.
What is the Chronic of Narnia about?
During World War II, four English brothers are sent to a house on the countryside where they will be safe from bombing. One day, Lucy, the little sister, discovers a wardrobe that transport her to a magical world called Narnia. After returning, his son returns to Narnia with his siblings, Peter, Edmund, and Susan. The four will join the magical lion Aslan and fight the White Witch.
How many the book in the Chronic of Narnia saga of the in total?
In total, there are 7 books in the Chronic of the Narnia saga.
What are generous those the Chronic of Narnia belong to?
The Chronic of the Narnia corresponds to the fantasy novel genre.
What wrote the Hobbit?
John Ronald Reuel Tolkien wrote The Hobbit between 920 and 930.
How many books in the half saga is share tale?
The Hobbit saga has 3 books.
It was the 15th adaptation of the Hobbit.
The first film was produced in 967 with a duration of 12 minutes.
Of the Hobbit saga, it was in the most popular book.
The book The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey is the most popular amongst readers.
Who directed Avatar? Avatar was directed by James Cameron. When was Avatar directed by James Cameron? Avatar was directed in 2009. Where was Avatar directed by James Cameron? Let me clarify this. Avatar was directed in Hollywood in 2009 by James Cameron. It's correct. Where were the Twilight movies filmed? This film saga was filmed in Oregon and Vancouver. When were the Twilight movies filmed? The Twilight saga films were filmed between 2008 and 2012. Can you specify where in particular? Let me clarify this. The Twilight films were filmed primarily in Oregon and Vancouver between 2008 and 2012. That's right, correct. Who directed The Corpse Bride? The Corpse Bride was directed by Mike Johnson and Tim Burton. When was The Corpse Bride directed by Mike Johnson and Tim Burton? The Corpse Bride was directed in 2005. Where was The Corpse Bride directed by Mike Johnson and Tim Burton? Let me get this straight. The Corpse Bride was directed in England in 2005 by Mike Johnson and Tim Burton. That's right, correct. What was Iron Man based on? Iron Man was based on a billionaire inventor. When was Iron Man based on a billionaire inventor? Iron Man was based on a billionaire inventor from 1963. Can you elaborate on that? Let me get this straight. Iron Man was based on a billionaire inventor in 1963 as a Marvel Comics character. That's right, correct. What was The Hunger Games based on? The Hunger Games were based on killing each other. The last one wins. Can you give us more context? The Hunger Games were based on killing each other as a form of entertaining in a dystopian society. When did the Hunger Games become based on killing each other? The Hunger Games relied on killing each other as the central premise of the story when the first book was published in 2008. That's right, correct.